Well, hi everybody. We've got that funk, and I've reached my third YouTube subscriber milestone, at least amongst the atheist community. That's right. I have hit 666 subs, and to celebrate, I'm going to do one great big, long, massive name dropping um, to say thank you. All right. I want to thank all my new subscribers first. I've picked up just about 200 subscribers in the past month. So I really appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, um, please be patient with me because this channel varies a lot. You know, I do serious topics, lighthearted topics, and all sorts of stuff in between. So, do hang in there and don't give up if you haven't liked what you've seen so far. Anyway, I also especially wanted to thank all of the people, though, who've been here for a long, long time watching Got That Funk. And an extra special shout out is about to come to all of you out there who have mentioned my name in one of your videos. And here's a list of the people who I know have mentioned my name in their videos because I've seen them do so. In no particular order, I would like to thank Superfly NB, Nelly Diddle, Moonlit Night 817, Edible Napalm, The Atheist Gal, Dynamite Ruby, The Peach, Rockerware, Coughlin 666, Mouse Husick, Tattoo Skin 72, Derek 359, Scouse Caspa XS, The Woods of Jordan, The Night Vision Phantom, Together for Peace, Fake Sagan, Premed 2, Mark L. Ross 2, Razor Sharp, The Atheist Antidote, Battle Josh, Rose Bush, In Matthias We Trust, Zolly Graves, Lightmobile, 10 Phoenix 01, Migglegator, Irish Shaman, Bloody Red Iron, Abdul the Impaler, which I love your name by the way, dude. Biriwana, Griffin Pilgrim, Face Palmed Planet, Therianthrope Andrew H, CS Ministry, Weirdness 1, Adman Rapper U, Baronessa 1980, Singe Bugger Cat, Ginger Greek, Tara Beat, Chalkers, Nathan Wubbs, Webcam South, Terra Rising, That Was Diabolic, Gadfly Gunk, Some Person 0529, Soul 75, Ashles the Raven, Das American Atheist, Crosshair Jack, and Adam A. Bester. Thank you guys so much for mentioning my name in your YouTube videos at least once. I really appreciate it. And I just feel that I've been made awfully welcome in my little corner of the atheist community here on YouTube. And you all know who you are. A special thanks goes out as well to all my friends who I speak to on Blog TV. And you all definitely know who you are. Now, also I wanted to mention, about a month or so ago, I did a video called Which Would You Choose? And it was along these sorts of lines. I gave viewers the option of choosing one of these two options. Would you rather be able to tell every single time someone was telling you a lie, being deceitful that is, or would you rather have the power of never having anyone else be able to tell when you were lying? In other words, you'd always get away with your lies. Now, I had 56 commenters answer the question in the past month. Of those 56 commenters, 54%, which is 30, chose option number 1. Now, 22 people chose option number 2. That's 39%. And then 4 people chose neither option. Superfly MB chose neither because he's just that much of a nonconformist. And the other people chose neither because they wanted a level playing field. They didn't want to have powers that other people had, or didn't have, rather. Now, see, Crosshair Jack, no, not Crosshair Jack, it was the Thoughtful Atheist, asked me which option would I choose, and I resisted answering that question until now. I would choose option number 2 by default. Now, when I was looking at these answers from commenters last night, collecting this data, I noticed that there's definitely a pattern between the answers, and so I've written them down. There's a default option. People who chose number 1 as their default, by default, I mean they chose number 1 because they didn't want number 2. Okay? Now, they didn't want number 2. 11 of them said that they didn't want number 2 because they didn't lie in often enough to where that kind of a power would make much of a difference in their lives. 9 of the people who chose option number 1, and 11 of them as well, expressed an interest in the importance of the truth. 9 said that specifically, and then 11 of them said they didn't tell lies very much anyway, so didn't see the second option as very useful. 12 of the people who chose option number 1 wanted it because they saw it as the more powerful option, and that's why they chose it. All right. Option number 2, being able to get away with telling lies, we had 22 people choose that in total, 13 of whom wanted it specifically because they said they saw it as the more powerful option. And 2 or 3 of those 13 displayed kind of megalomaniac tendencies by saying that if they had that kind of a power, they could effectively change reality and alter the universe. 11 out of 22 people, so half of them, chose option number 2 by default. In other words, they didn't want option number 1. Almost all of them said the same reason as well. They saw option number 1 as a curse because what if it turned out that if you could tell when other people were lying, it turned out everyone was always lying. You'd never be able to trust anyone, and life would get pretty lonely pretty quick. That's exactly my reasoning, and that's exactly why I would choose option number 2. Quite a few people who chose option number 2 also said they would choose option number 2, but then exercise restraint and not use it. Now, I personally don't know about that. You see, when I thought this question up, I see downsides to both options and upsides to both options. Obviously, there's an upside to knowing when other people are telling lies, but the downside, as I've said, is what if everyone's telling lies more often than not, then you're screwed. The upside to number 2, being able to get away with lying, has self-evident benefits. But the downside of that is, in my opinion, it would corrupt almost anybody. As you can see, I've got to go. This has Got That Funk. Thanks again to everybody for watching. I'll have a much more interesting video later on. May all your ups and downs be ups.